Hello, I'm Catharine Darnton and I'm Chair of ASCL's Funding Committee. We had an absolutely packed agenda today. We started with the School Food Review Group and looking at what the potential impact would be of all young people having free school meals. Really, really interesting discussion, and one of those things that could be an absolute game changer for young people's health as well as their learning. We then were sort of much more immediately focused on the published SEND improvement plan and formulated a position statement around our concerns that it's an improvement plan rather than an implementation plan, and in particular the fact that actually none of it is fully costed, and that's led to a position statement that we have done jointly with EIE. We then moved to take forward our work for the manifesto, ASCL's manifesto for the next election. It's really, really interesting discussion about the funding asks, and also some really interesting work about how organisations at the moment are coming together again to put pressure on the government to improve what is a current dire situation with funding. And finally, we just touched on the issue of falling roles, which is now a really serious reality, particularly for a number of primary schools, but seems to be an issue that's not at the moment really well understood or really being managed, and just try to start to think of our way into how the committee might make that a major piece of work for the next year, and what the first steps might be in terms of our getting a handle on something that really feels like it's a massive issue, starting with a massive issue on the ground for schools, but without really any strategic leadership. So it was absolutely packed. We overran, but the contributions to the committee, as ever, were absolutely fantastic, and it was a really, really rich discussion.